Hello there, Callum Johns here, back with more LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. I'll be continuing on with Episode 2's levels in the game. And as we can see from getting the characters and everything, there are more hovering around this area. But, as I will see, this can do that, turn their head around just because it's fun, or their helmet, makes more sense. I will continue with Chapter 4, Jedi Battle. Begin the story. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Chapter 4, Jedi Battle. In their attempt to rescue Obi-Wan Kenobi from the planet Geonosis, Anakin Skywalker and Padme Amidala have been captured by Jango Fett. Obi-Wan has sent a distress signal to the Jedi Council, but hopes of rescue seem remote as the evil separatist leader, Count Dooku, oversees their execution. So yes, there is actually a menu here on the cruise ship with many tunings. So if I'm a bit different talking sounding, then that is why. Pretty nice though, a nice selection of them. Yeah, in the background though, they could have done better for the different generations. I set it a standard generation model that they had around the back there. Would have been maybe a bit better. But there is Mace Windu falling down, and this is a scene that they actually replicated in LEGO Star Wars 3. So this level they actually replicated for LEGO Star Wars 3, which is the Clone Wars. And it's not exactly the same as, because they changed it. And I'll probably get to LEGO Star Wars 3 at one point. But yeah. That is a high jumping, which Mace Windu can't jump that high. He's only a Corran male. And yes, sneaky minifig. Corran Hal is his own planet, and it's really cool because it explores that in Shatterpoint, written by Michael Reeves. And people really like Shatterpoint. It wasn't one of the standouts for me among the Clone Wars multimedia project, to be honest. It was still good, but different. And that may change in the future, of course. Let's do flips back here. And yeah. So, like, mainly what I base that off is what sticks in my memory. And one of the real standouts for the Clone Wars multimedia project for me was the Medstar Duology, which is also by Michael Reeves, I think, and Steve Perry, because Michael Reeves connects all his books together that way. Make it up the top, which I need the dark side to get to, of course. Ah, damn, I didn't jump around in time. There's a power up though, I can get all the bits and pieces there. And I can just jump around and get studs for the most part. I didn't need to do that. What is that doing? That seems to have a little glitch there. Oh, that's because jump here, does that work? Oh, I need the stormtrooper thing. Never mind then. That's explosives. Zam Wessel, which is available to buy, I remember. and focusing on this a little bit. So yeah, the menu's called Team Mini Martinis. Had some really nice ones there. And I do like Mace videos, so I already went around there, so what I can do is go to pad mode. And yeah, it's cool. I have the normal Anakin model, but Anakin there is actually using the green lightsaber, just like he did in Attack of the Clones in the end, when he borrowed one. Get some more power up. And you can do that. That works in free play mode. Another mini kit. So this basically the whole level is just this arena rather than going up to next stages, which is still pretty good. Yeah, still can't quite make it up there. Let's explore the middle. How's this? And actually there's a lot of Jedi that have great stories that are just appear in Attack of the Clones, the movie. And like Luminar and Julie and Barriss Offee, despite what happened to her in the Clone Wars 2008 series, the meta duology is great, and it actually features her as the Jedi in that scenario and goes into that. I would highly recommend the meta duology for Clone Wars material, and as part of the Clone Wars multimedia project, which include the novels, the comics of the time, and all that. It has a great quote as well. I actually saved ages ago on Facebook and places. It has a great quote about suicide, and it's a really good way of saying it. So, yeah, that's cool. I don't remember exact wording, but basically it's saying that when you're contemplating suicide, because the character is actually trained in some therapy for that, for some of the things, and basically when you're contemplating suicide, it says think about all the people that have waited a bit longer. They've got their disease cured, and they've got they've found happiness again, they've lost a fortune and then regained it, all that good stuff. It can happen with time and wouldn't be able to happen if you were dead. Able to have happened, sorry, fucking English properly. You wouldn't have been able to have those events occur if you were dead. So I should try and find these. So yeah, it's really cool. That one. I don't have a page number because I took a picture of it but then forgot what page it's on, as some things happen. There's one just here. I like how Windu in the game has a different style as well, to show the part. In the Lego game I'm talking about, of course. As he had a distinctly different form of lightsaber combat in the movie, and of course, that is the part. And it's shown here. It's a bit like Anakin seems to have a bit more fluidity. Mace has his Vapard movements here. although it's still a bit different to how it's described in Chatterpoint. But it's interesting exploring the dangers of Pardon in that as well, which I think people wanted to know more about Pardon, so hype that up for the lore expansion there, or like it more I should say, for the lore expansion with it. Ah, damn. Damn Generation. Kill you. Oh, I lost a couple of thousand studs there, damn it. There we go. Where can I find you? Is that... no, that's just a normal battle droid then. Oh. So what's happening next? It ran out. There we go, I killed the last one. And Jango Fett joins the fray from Mace Windu to battle. Ah, damn. Retrieve all of those. Yes. So I need to... obviously not how it happened in the movie. And of course you don't have the monsters running around in here as well, like the Acklay and the Nexu. And the other one, I forget its name right at the moment. Yes, Mace Windu just making him run away like a little coward. Here we go. Turn this around a little. There we go. Now, someone did make a little bit of a funny with the head rolling out of the helmet, and a meme video probably that I saw, which is pretty, well, it was a bit funny. And then, you know, after a few viewings of seeing it, it's like, yeah, okay. Seen it now. Yeah, cool. So that was this level. Let's see what characters have become available. And save studs for the score times 2 red brick to start with. And I think it just goes on to saving up studs for the score times 4, score times 6 and then score times 10, as they each get progressively more expensive to buy. Which makes sense. But I believe they're the most expensive red bricks. At least by the time you get to times 10 they're the most expensive. So yeah, as Mace Windu, as his little flares that Samuel L. Jackson gave him, or they base it off of that, if I can get away from a Force object. Instead of really guarding his body, he leaves it open and relies on his reflexes, I guess it would be. Different to other Jedi, his attacks. Bit of a flare there. And the launch attack is a spin. Very similar to Anakin. So, what characters would there have been? So yeah, we actually have Super Battle Droid Jango Fett. All of these. Luminara, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Kit Fisto, Shark T, Ayla Secura and Plo Koon. They all made appearances in that arena scene. So I'm not going to worry about them for now. I'm going to save my studs. And I'm going to go back here for now. jump back in front of here, and I will say see you later in the next video. Goodbye.